Powerful people, hello. Hello, powerful people, hello. Hello, powerful people, hello. Welcome. I mean, really welcome. I mean, the highest welcome to you wonderful, beautiful people. How we doing? I'm Darrell. Hope y'all wonderful. I'm the author of great books like The Lazy Man's Hustle with Darrell Hearns. How you doing? We have my book, Must Be Spy. I have it somewhere here. I'll look for it later. It's one of my favorite books. It's a fiction. Came out recently. Good times, man. I love it. We have fun making it. It's a good time, man. It's fiction about, an awesome airman / family man getting into this field of espionage and learning as it grows. And, it's a beautiful time. You should definitely check it out. It's available now at Barnes & Noble and Amazon.com. And you know what? Today, I just want to talk a little mess, man. Say a little things. Enjoy myself. It's a blessing to even be alive, to use my voice. It's beautiful to use my voice. It's a wonderful thing to use my voice. It's beautiful. You got to keep your voice and don't let weirdos humble you. That's the lesson for the day, I guess. Don't let weirdos humble you. It's not your fault that they're insecure about you. It's not your fault that they're insecure about you. Just keep being confident, keep being great, keep being awesome, because that's what it's all about. Remember that. One thing I love about social media, you get both sides. You get both sides of the argument. And it's all about discernment spiritually. Who's talking, y'all know who's talking, when's talking, and how they're talking. And for a long time, I was able to study, I guess what they call it, narcissism, toxic, all that. I studied it. All of a sudden, I'm feeling like, I'm like, I'm just reading up on cowardice. Because, only cowards wouldn't hit anybody face up and they're going to try to hide their hand after throwing a rock. It's not, it's cowardice. They don't try to do an ambush, but, hey, parts of cowardice. Because, most of the time it's a war that you didn't even know you was in. It's one of those weirdos. Yeah, just a modern day war, I guess. People are bored because they can't have World War II or Nam or Desert Storm and stuff nowadays. But there's many of them out here, more the other ones, with less wartime. They're like, war on myself, But, I figured out, like, a lot of it happened during quarantine. People having to be in the house by themselves, quietly, There were people went to podcasts that affirm their views, and they're like, "Why? Oh, some people can't face their mirror. That's it. Some people can't face the mirror. Some people can't, see who they actually are, or want to see who they actually are. Part of the plan. They really don't want to see that. They don't want to say, "Oh man, I am a piece of poop." They don't want to see that. They don't want to do that. Oh no, I'm a butt. Yes, you are. It's it's your time to reflect. Especially what I used it for. Well, at the time I had a friend. But they're if you read my book, Johnny's a Crazy Veteran, they talk about actually go into depth about who it is and when they tried to humble me and stuff and all that. I'm like, dude, I'm a great guy. What's there to humble? What's there? I'm a brilliant guy. I know I'm funny. I know I'm great. Just enjoy life. Do I like doing it by myself because I have self-respect? Not going to let anybody tear me down because of my race or who I am to keep building? Right. First sign of that, you got to step on it, Hey, you can confront it, but a couple times I've confronted that, where it's like, and they flip it, like, you're supposed to be like this. I'm like, no, you can do better than that, man. I feel like the stage is different from real life. If I'm on stage and you're like, yeah, I can shoot you back. Bam, boom, pow, zip, pow, here's a punch, pow. That's what it's going to sound like. Zip, poop, pow. I'm going to have like the Batman signs coming out. Here's a punch. Pow, boom, 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 pow, Zip. Can you believe punches actually sound like that in the 70s or the 60s? Zip. Yeah. But yeah, I can see that, I'm going to talk back, but if we're talking, business, stuff like that, or you want to work together, and all of a sudden it becomes a little bang. I'm like, I don't think I feel safe here working with you guys, so I'm gonna get out of here. Yeah, of course, you want me to be the, a poverty preacher. I know you guys like that. You would like to see that me standing up to your stupid system makes me a poverty preacher. I'm like, this is the fun part. God's wonderful. God's been building me and helping me become a better version of myself. It's wonderful. It's a beautiful thing to be alive and wonderful and living well. That's what it's about. It's been a little, stressful these years. I have one of those jobs where it was, I did my late night, open mic stuff, going hard, barely getting any sleep. So, it's been rough. It's been a rough little couple of years, but we made it. We made it work. I'm not one of those people that's got a, vampire off somebody's energy to be happy. You know what I'm saying? I don't have to be a, no. I'm great by myself. So it's a wonderful thing to be alive, and be beautiful, and be great. Because God is good. I don't know if you guys know this. God is good. And I want God to be in your life, truly be in your life. Not you doing, self-fulfilling prophecies. No, just literally pray, have it happen. Know exactly what you want. Ask God for guidance for what to pray for. And that's big rule number 1. Big rule number 2, be great. Don't be a hater. Don't be, haters used differently, because nowadays, if you're hating, if you're holding someone accountable for ill-gotten gains, then you're being a hater nowadays. But if you're just living your life, and standing up for what's right, being a beautiful, bold person, you're doing great. That's greatness. Greatness is a lack of fear, lack of bravery. Well, not lack of bravery, but, a lack of fear, bravery, courage to live your boldest life ever. That's greatness, And you just got to remember this, man. Just remember this to your heart, that, greatness is of you. And greatness truly is of God. So if you have God with you, you have greatness. True greatness is like, you can live your life boldly without feeling any kind of, without having to flip the narrative in your head. How about that? Without having to flip the narrative in your head that I'm this guy, but he was mean to me. No. You're a piece of poop. You said we had to steal from them to feel better about yourself, instead of confronting that person up front and saying, you know what, is this? Don't talk to me anymore, or just blocking them. Because confrontation with a crazy person it's gonna have 2 crazy people. That's what's gonna happen. It's how it happens, man. So just believe in yourself, be great, be awesome. For real. Be the greatest version of yourself. That's life. Be the greatest version of yourself. And know what you want for life. And most of all, Lord's will be done. Lord's will be done. Because that's what, in the end, what it's about. You can, I think a lot of my time is, I've been listening a whole lot. I was about to lie. I was like, I'm not listening to the Lord. No, I've been listening. A lot of stuff I went through recently is just part of the process. I get to be me, get to be myself, enjoy my life, That's a blessing. See, I asked God for freedom, and He gave me freedom. Every time I ask for something, He gives me a way out. He ask Lord. He's like, hey God, is this where you need me to be? Show me a sign. This isn't where you need me to be. As soon as you're done, God says, here's a rejection. You're like, okay, well, guess I'm not supposed to be here. We'll see you later. Nah, the Lord literally had my last job. It was a nice paying job, decent, but God had my appendix explode, and I was out for a couple months, and it was like a little temp job. It was decent. I don't like cold weather, but it's a couple monsters and people there. But I don't define myself by how much my job is paying, because we can obviously go less. And personally, I feel like if you're worried about if you're letting things slide because of what you're being paid, you lost your freedom. You're not a free person anymore. That's the definition. So that's in my book, The Lazy Man's Hustle. If you're compromising for a little bit of change, you'll compromise a lot more. Hello, how you doing? But you'll compromise a lot more, just to get a little, compromise your integrity. That's what it is. That's been my big thing in my life. I never want to lose my integrity, ever. If I say something, I mean it. And a lot of times, people know me. They try to guide me in conversation. So they'll be, because, I got a little cracked head. Look at that. Look at that little scar. Bumped into an F-16 aircraft. And then back of my head, I got something too because car accident I had. So, some people will like lead me in conversation because I like playing around when I'm at open mics. I'll be like, hey, you win. They'll be like, I'm going to say some ratchet stuff. And then, I'm so much in the flow. I don't know when to be like, hey, enough's enough, I just want to get my comedy energy and keep building. That's my thing. So, people like to manipulate that. But, manipulation comes from powerless people. If you got to manipulate instead of influencing, you might have failed. I think the blessings of the God is the power of influence. Manipulation can seem like the power of influence, but it's not the same thing. Influence is empowerment. You know what I'm saying? Empowerment. Let's see. So yeah, that's totally different. But hello, good to see you. Well, yeah, we just want to speak talk to y'all today, man. Just doing my little live for the day. Not even a little live, it's a big live, it's good. In fact, I had a couple people come in, it's a big live for me. I'm not one of those people that's, we call it, validated by millions of people. The people I reach are the people I reach, and they get to change the world. It's a beautiful thing in life. God is good. God is good. So like I said, never give up that integrity. Be the best version of yourself. And always build to greatness, because greatness is of God. People are always like, well, if God's God, with free will, and what was he this and this? And yeah, he gave everybody a way out, War is the same thing, man has, we call it free will. Military, I know it's sad, but you kind of sign over your free will. That's kind of what basic training and stuff's about. You got to listen to me or else you won't get your paycheck this month, Just have to observe it. See what it is. That's why we meet a lot of couple soldiers, they have a little, was it dissonance or something like that? Like the brain shuts off so they do things and all that. I'm like, yeah, I got tired of that life. I'm like, yeah, I'm not going to go to that traumatized teenager every time I'm told to do something, like, all that kind of stuff. Or fight somebody's enemy that's not mine, stuff like that. But I appreciate the Lord for giving me that experience, and I appreciate the people that I was there with, I appreciate that. I didn't have to get that experience, but definitely needed it. Who knows? I might have got stuck in my hometown, or working at retail for decades. Now I'm just around the world enjoying life. God is good. Doing something that I like doing. I used to say I love comedy, but nah, I love the life God's given me. That's building and growing, going from there. Stand-up comedy is fun. It's a good time. I like expressing my art form, and that's what means the most to me. Expressing my art form. That's it. You tell me about the art form, hey. I'm gonna do it. You know, I got pennies right now. Got a couple. You know, it's one of my first ones right here. Expression is key. Affirm your greatness. You know, that's something for me. I try to paint a key and it just like it says on, like the old school on, like the on switch. You gotta imagine the key. You know what I'm saying? Imagine the key. So no. But like I said, even them, you know, I think a lot of this year's been learning when I'm in the wrong room. Because, you know, I offer a lot of abundance and, you know, you get a lot of mimics. And the thing about a mimic, they're not your level. So the mimic's gonna keep trying to be you or, you know, try to end you. And, you know, that's when you just gotta leave the room. Don't even let them in your room. Shoot. Mimics some of the saddest people I've ever met. I'm like, you don't like yourself that much? Like I did a live a while back. I was acting like one of those people. Like I really was. I was just playing. I was like, man, I hate myself. You know, no. Never hated myself. I just didn't like that I was in the wrong room. Because every time I confronted the bullies or the mean people, they're like, you're the bad one. You're not supposed to do that, man. You already make me feel small with your height and your smile, buddy. You know? Hey. Said I used to say generalize because so I was talking to a manipulative person, like the comedians. I'm like, dude, I met all these people. They're very nice people. Why are you calling them this and then giving them my traits that you hate for some reason? Manipulation. But yeah, it's such a beautiful life, beautiful time, man. Just, you know, God is good. That's all we'll say. God is good. You know, this past couple of years, I just had to learn what I was getting into. You know, if you really want to be around that kind of vapid energy, that's really what it was, vapid. I think that's the word. You know, every point in time on life and vapid, you know, got me through it. You know, little stretch marks. Look at them. There. I got to stretch my face again. There. A little bit of these, you know. Also could be just turning 38, so, you know. It's a beautiful thing. It's good that I'm still here, you know. Serving my country, doing great things, man. You know, it's many crazy situations I've been in. I'm glad I'm here. You know, at the time, you know, I had, random people pulling guns on me and stuff, or pew-pews, as they say. Pulling that stuff on me, you know. I'm just minding my business, enjoying life, happy, confident, just living it. You know, but so many times I've been in that situation, I'm still here. Years later, and I've just been a person of integrity, you know. God is good. I think my Instacart just got dropped off, but we're not gonna. Let's see. Yep, so it sounds good. But thank y'all. Y'all are wonderful, wonderful people. And thank y'all for tuning in to my live. Make sure you check out my book. You know, we got Lazy Man Hustle. That's also on Amazon. Then we have Must Be Spy. That's Must Be Spy. Sounds like Musty Spy, but I promise it don't stink. All right. Check it out on Instagram. Yeah, what I said. And my link in my bio. See my pointer. My link in my bio right up here. Check it out, guys. It's a good book. I promise you. You're going to like it. It's my first fiction. So, you know, willing to take any criticism with that, okay? How can I improve your experience as a reader? Okay? So y'all are wonderful. Stay blessed. Stay awesome. Because that's what it's all about. And much love.